here. We have a topic to cover. It's a bit overdue, that happens sometimes, but I ran the half marathon training program on Runkeeper, and I have one video about it. That was the first phase, so I'm thinking I'm gonna cover the other phases as well. So if you have done phase 1, preconditioning, you will end up in phase 2, get faster. And just so you know the context, I had a race, so I decided that 3 months in advance was a good time to start training with my entire focus on the race. So I cut out, this might sound a bit like off, but I cut out all strength training. And if you are a runner, you might think that, well, you need strength training, but for me, I come from, or I still am, a power lifter, and I had a lot of weight to lose, and I wanted to lose muscle mass as well. People usually rant about not losing muscle mass when they lose weight, but for me that was the goal. So anyway, when I got into phase 2 of this program, I was running, my maximum distance was 10k, and well, the pace, not really the topic of this one, but when you set the program, you will set your aim your aim for the race, and the program will give you training sessions based on that one. So I'm just gonna go through this phase. For me it was a couple of weeks, and here you will have, well, I mean, you can set it up any way you want to, but I did 3 runs a week. So I had first run on Tuesday, that was a interval or a tempo run, and the difference from what I learned from the program is the interval runs are mostly in the beginning of the program. They are short, can be 30 seconds, can be a minute, can be possibly, I would say, a bit longer, maybe 2 minutes, or like 400 meters. But anyway, when you come further into the program, the interval sessions will be replaced with tempo sessions, and they are longer distance, but not as, the tempo is not as high, but still high. So you will come into tempo training that is like 800 meters, a kilometer and a half, where you run at a pace that you cannot keep for the entire training session. So just as an example, I'm just gonna have a look at one. It's a 5k tempo run. Then you have 1 kilometer warm-up. That's a slow pace, possibly zone 2, really easy running. And then you come into kilometer and a half, followed by a minute recovery, and then you do it again. And so that's just two laps, so to speak, and then you have a kilometer cool down at the end. So that's the first session of the week, usually looks something like that. Session number 2 is a recovery run, relaxing recovery. They can be really short sometimes, just 3k, or 5k, happens occasionally. And did I say that's on Thursdays for me? Yeah. And then Saturday I do my distance session for the week. And in this phase they keep adding like a kilometer not every week, but something like that. So you go from 10 to, depending on how many weeks you have, but you will start to close up to 15k. And I would just like to say it's a good setup, 3 runs a week, especially if you have other things to do. As I said, I cut out all the strength training, but you don't have to do that. And I mean, it's a easy layout to remember and to get into. Like, first session, some sort of tempo training, then you have a day off, then a relaxing run, day off, and then distance. And if you do that on Saturday, you have Sunday and Monday to recover until the next week starts on the Tuesday with a tempo session. So that is phase 2 of Runkeeper's half marathon program. Hope it helps. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep training and stay safe.